Brodes Media.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Just like the spit that just flew out of my damn mouth. Gross. The Giants blow. There was more spit there, by the way. The Giants blow. This team just lost to Spencer Rattler. You know what that looked like a team to me? You know what it looked like? I can't even talk because my brain is all disformed because I had to watch the Phillies lose in the NLDS on an error. And I mean, I was numb half the time watching this football game. And there's not many games where the Eagles become secondary. Once every 50 years, if that. So I'm watching the game as I'm trying to pay attention to the Phillies with their life on the line. And I see it going back and forth, back and forth. I figured at some point the Eagles would settle in. This was pathetic. You got out-coached. You got outworked. Makuba doesn't know how to tackle. Bigsby has Nick Sirianni dropping F-bombs in slow motion 3 times on the sidelines. So then we throw out A.J. Dillon. Then he fumbles the football, and he also has a horrendous, and I mean horrendous opportunity to get the ball off of a kick. It's a joke. It looks like a team that's not prepared. This falls on coaching. Before we even get to the players, yes, there was no Jalen Carter. Yes, there was no Landon Dickerson, and that Burns-Thoat matchup made me vomit. Holy hell. We know about Nolan Smith. We know guys are banged up. This is the Giants. And look at their wide receivers. They were dealing with some big-time issues. No excuses. And this is my fear. Whenever you have a big meeting, and Saquon, AJ, Jalen, they can downplay that meeting all they want. Whenever you have a meeting, and the response is a loss, it gets tight. It gets tense. It gets uncomfortable. It gets more toxic. And I'm a Jalen guy. I thought Jalen sucked. When there is a busted coverage to come out of the half and you're trying to get yourself back in this football game and put yourself in the driver's seat, let's say, you can't miss Devontae Smith. And the interception can't happen. Now, for the 1,000th time, Dan Orlovsky is ripping on Twitter. They're in the gun, and Saquon, where he's lined up, tells you what the play is going to be, run or pass-wise. It's way too predictable. So obviously there are tells that are making it extremely difficult for the offense to be successful. That sequence right around the end of the third quarter where Saquon is getting suffocated at the line of scrimmage, loss of downs, loss of yards, loss of yards, loss of yards. Come on, man. Come on. So, I mean, it starts with the coaching. But I'm also disappointed in the play of Jalen and the play of some of the guys on the team, right? I watched Jahad Campbell with a lazy attempt to lay the wood on their quarterback right around the first down marker. He half-assed it. I saw Adoree Jackson half-ass it all game long. Ringo stinks! Ringo stinks! Get him off my football team now! Ringo gave up on a play where the receiver he was covering went to the ground, nobody touched him, and here's Ringo fixing his gloves, doing it all like, damn, almost had him. He did one of those. He did the, man, I was close. The guy gets up and gets an extra couple of yards because he's not paying attention. Put your damn hands on his back and at least stop the play. Here he is. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Doesn't look like a team that's prepared. In my eyes, this goes on Nick Sirianni, Patullo, and I'm disappointed in Vic Fangio as well. You can't have that team move downfield as consistently as they did against you. It was nonstop. It was way too easy. They were just slicing you up nonstop. I think a lot of that was just flat out, they wanted it more than you. They ran tough. They ran hard. They ran with a purpose. They wanted to run you over. Didn't look like the Eagles even wanted to be out there. And it's funny, everyone looked at that loss against Denver with the quick turnaround on Thursday night as some sort of positive, some sort of good thing. Well, they can just get into the next game. Don't sit on it. No. See, it doesn't allow for you to truly absorb issues. It doesn't allow for you to really look yourself in the mirror. You turn the page so quickly that you just push forward as if the debacle against Denver wasn't as big of a deal because, well, you have another game to focus on. You're going to face a division opponent. You're going on the road. See, it was a bad thing. And now they have extra time, I guess, in theory, to let both of them marinate. But this is a bad football team. A bad football team. And it starts with Sirianni. We do this every time. Whenever he gets to choose more of his staff, whenever he's the top dog, it's bad. It's bad. And we've seen them handle adversity before and get themselves out of it. I don't know if it's something that you can do every season. I don't know if you can play with fire like this. And another part of this, too, just full transparency, is the offensive line is awful. The offensive line, I don't know if there was a toll on their body physically. How many times do we say, well, Saquon Barkley had 2K rushing yards, and with the 2K or chasing it down last year, and then you add what he did in the playoffs, and we go, yeah, he's probably going to have some sort of impact, or there's going to be some sort of correlation to maybe a down year this year because of how explosive and the carries and the usage rate last season. Maybe, just maybe, we should apply that to the O-line. Because this O-line looks like Swiss cheese. This O-line, we are so naive to the reality of offensive line play in the National Football League because ever since I was born, it's just straight up answers for the most part. You have a left tackle forever. The next left tackle comes in, you're set. The next left tackle comes in, you're set. The next right tackle is here, boom. The center's here, boom. It's just locked and loaded. Let's go to war. This offensive line is in shambles. And if I'm going to call out the coaching staff, Jeff Stoutland, he doesn't get off scot-free. Listen, if we're going to sit here and say this guy's a magician, he can get everybody right, he finds answers, and he gets them playing as one, as a unit all the time, when they're not, let's go! Let's go! And I get it. You don't want to be relying on Thoat, right? But we've seen them have to rely on backup options and get way better production than this. But how much of this is a problem that Kevin Patullo has a stick up his ass and doesn't know how to call plays and doesn't know anything about anything when it comes to offense because this offense is horrible. So if the other team is sniffing out what's coming, well, they know. They know. If the other team knows. I mean, how much is that? It's crazy. Oh, man, this week it's going to be hell. This upcoming week. And they deserve every bit of noise and every bit of speculation that's about to get thrown their way. Because sitting at 4-2 after 4-0, we have big personality meetings set up. You don't just accidentally have a big personality meeting. And every time they grab a screenshot of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith chilling on that bench, it says something. You could see something in their eyes. You could see something in their body language. There's just something off. I don't think they believe in what the coaches are selling. That's what I think is happening here, and that's where it starts. I think they're losing the locker room, not because they're bad people, not because they're awful, this and that. Well, they're awful football-wise, just with offense and scheme and creativity from that aspect, but I'm not saying they're awful leaders. I think Nick Sirianni is still a good leader, but you got to sell them something that they can see the vision. I don't think they see Nick Sirianni's vision this season with this offense. This is Bush League. It's straight up Bush League. Go talk to Giants fans about this defensive coordinator. I saw one good drive. One good drive. And there were some nice throws in that one good drive. It was the one that ended up with the 4 or 5 tush pushes in a row. They finally get in. They took the lead maybe 17-13 in that range at that particular time. This defensive coordinator, there's people up in New York every day that says so many things that I can't say right now on this platform about that defensive coordinator and how much he is dumb. Let's just say that. Dumb as nails, if that's even a saying. I don't know what is a saying anymore. My brain doesn't work. I am broken. We had 3 games here in Philadelphia today. Flyers, 0-1. Whoop-de-damn-do. Eagles, you got embarrassed by the Giants on a short week. The Giants are bad, man. They're a bad football team. And they just backhand slapped you. Oh, you are just a child. Just a child. Think about back in the day, all right, when you were watching movies in, I don't know, the 90s and the 80s where bullying was a thing in movies or whatever. I don't know. Just bear with me here. And you're in high school and the senior is kicking dirt on the freshman and picking on him at recess. That was you. You got picked on. You got picked on by a bully, but the bullies are nobodies, and you're just letting them spit in your face, punch you in the face, kick you in the teeth, and you're just accepting it over and over and over again. Your face is getting popped back. Your eyes are bloodshot. There's blood pouring out of your nose, and you're not swinging back. You're just taking it and accepting it, and it's to this team. Brian Dable, the guy is in shambles for his job security to the point where he's going to the blue tent begging, and I mean begging, the doctors to let the guy out, which is an awful look, by the way, because if the guy is injured, I care about his health way more than a football game, but he's so desperate for his job. He's banging on the blue tent. Get him out! I can't survive without him! And they're kicking your rear end.